And we are back with part 4 to Doki Doki Literature Club. The last episode, I think what happened is Sayo left home early. I haven't played the game in a while, bear with me. Sayo left home early, after choose we're going to go with. Two things I want to say first. One, I am on my own today. This, as you know, people are always busy and, you know, I can't have the time to record with them, so for now, I'm recording my part 4, but I will begin people for part 5. Stay tuned. Also, I posted in a while. This is because originally I was going to do it with people, but since they weren't coming, I thought, oh fuck it, I'll just record now. But also, I haven't heard of Mike all day. So, Mike, if you're watching, mate, I hope you're doing well, because I haven't heard you since, like, a week ago. So, hope you're doing well, man. Without further ado, let's get back into it. Load our game, we'll go back to the scene. Here we are last time, so we're going to go with Natsuki, Yuri, Monika, or Sayori. So Sayori we can't go with, as a fact. We're going to go with Yuri, because obviously we're right points for Yuri, so Yuri it is. Well, probably most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can always tell you're about to say something mean. Natsuki life though. What's that, guys? Got a second something. I'm recording, so D&D. I have to tell my mother that don't disturb me because I'm playing a game. I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance would be very useful. That's great to hear. Be able to help making yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'll be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Well, fucking clearly. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, she got it. You guys excited? Well, exciting might not be the right word. I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't do anything. Aw, it's not what I meant at all. Oh, Yuri. Yuri anxiously glanced between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why I picked her. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. So is she trying to like comfort comfort Natsuki a little bit? So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry for this been bad. Natsuki isn't the only one that's surprised. Monika and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori, exactly. If it doesn't work perfectly, I can tell she's trying to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No? I kinda appreciate it. Make a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. Oh. You better You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Fuck's sake, Natsuki. I believe you. Natsuki. With that, there's nothing more to do for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things and starts to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat with each other. Ooh? I love this song. Hey Yuri. I turn around. Sorry. I realised I don't have any way of contracting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe I slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Ooh. I think that'll be the best way. I didn't even know we had phones. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. I'll be stopping by your house Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought it would be one going to try since I'm the one helping you. If you don't mind, I think I'll prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason, yeah, true. It's not like I should master either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. Guys, we've been there. We've all been there. I hope I'll manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not near as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, I think we'll make a pretty protective team. She felt bad or something. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. Just me. You forget the reason with the most common sense. Because that's what I want to do. Yuri thanks herself for an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her... Fuck. This combination, man. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. I am too. What the fuck? That is so weird. Jesus Christ. Why does that always happen? I like predict the fuck what the text is gonna say. What the fuck? That was weird. After that exchange, I make my way to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's become to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what I'm happening when we're outside of school. She told me that she was looking forward to it. Makes it happen between us? Or is it too late for that? Only time will tell. I would say my mind off it. I says I can't wait. Oh god. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when she's just the two of us. When texted occasionally, she was extremely apprehensive, fuck's sake. But it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club later the other day. Sayori, man. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like I've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head to her bedroom and I finally find her. Sayori? Okay, so here's Sayori. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. Haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. If you want to know, this song's called My Confession, if you're curious. It's a really good song. You might have heard me use it in my Doki Doki Facts videos if you watch them. Not much has really changed, is it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it would be much of a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you said you want to come over today? Are you going to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sarah had already left by the time we decided to make the last meeting. Monica told me. So it's natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. How about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. I didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Yuri stares at a random direction. Like I said, if you remembered from part 3, you can kind of guess where this is going from the way she was acting. Everything about her behaviour is very uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me after all. You wouldn't have come here, you wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But it's my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. See, you can kind of see where this is going. I'm not going to say it yet until she says it, but you can see where it's going. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wanted to torture me. Sayori, I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You've really gonna make me say it. I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my own life. My whole life. There's the hint. Like I said, when Sayori was toying around in the classroom, that's her depression. She's depressed. Did you know that? Why do you go so late for school every day? Because most of them can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything or fully know how worthless I really am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and carrying to waste by having spent time on me? So basically, me and Sayori, especially me in real life, because we have the same kind of feeling, like, you're a waste of space, in a way. And that's what Sayori feels, and sometimes I feel the same way, like, you just feel like a waste of space, you don't deserve to be here, even though you definitely are, you know? That's what depression does to you. Not even worried about me. I'm in shock. I'm in shock too. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time we have known her? Does she really want so badly for me to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed. I could have done everything I could to support you. I've tried a little hard to make everything better for you. That's why I'm your friend. You don't understand at all. Why did you think I didn't tell you? That's another thing too, because if you're depressed, you're kind of anxious. You don't want to really tell people about it because you don't know how they're gonna react. Yep, you have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Again, feeling like a waste of space. I don't want to be cared about. That's the general idea. When someone's depressed, you feel like you're a waste of space, and this does hit hard in school too, because I have some feelings from in school where I feel like a waste of space and I shouldn't be here when I should. And sometimes people don't take into consideration that this is a bad thing to think about. Again, bittersweet, like Sarah says. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bad being thrown against my head, yeah. Because it's nice to take care of you, but they're also like, you know, it's like being bad aside. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Yep. And she has the thing where she tries to make other people happy to make herself happy. She doesn't care about herself, she wants to make others happy to make her happy. And that's why, like, for example, with my character, currently, which is Blu Morpho, she's trying to make Blu Morpho happy to make her happy. Seeing other people happy makes her happy, which is, kind of sad. Let's go with something else. Seeing you make friends and get close to everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So basically, because I'm writing poems to Yuri, and I'm getting along with all other clubmates, and Sayori's kind of being segregated out. So obviously, you know, me and Yuri are like quote-unquote dating, if you will. Natsuki and Monica were good friends with them, but because Sayori's like, she's like kind of being segregated out of the group. So that's why I decided the world was just what wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes me to help you to stop hurting, that's what I'll do. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is everything could have been like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. And I start to cry. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting the way that I couldn't understand. I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. And like I said, it's hard for somebody with depression. You can't just tell them everything's going to be alright, because they ain't gonna think that. People with depression, they are used to bad thoughts. They're not gonna think of something positive. Of course, it's very, stage-like. Like, for example, with my depression, because I have depression symptoms. Like, mine, for example, is like, yeah, I feel like crap. but I don't always feel like crap. I can have times where like I'll play a video game and still be happy, whatever. Sayo is like the level like she'll do something and she'll still hate it even if it's something she loves. So this leads to salad consequences, which we'll get into later. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, my disk drive is popping out. Sorry. I pull her into a tight embrace. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you've convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes you worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain on her sides. Don't do this to me. Babe, I have to speak to her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want us to know is that I care. Again, with depression, it's hard to take the fact that you are special. And that's the problem with depression nowadays, because when you talk about depression or talk about anything to do with depression, your mind just wants to talk more negative, when it isn't really. There's actually positives to depression, which is very weird. Like, for example, yeah, you might be sad all the time, but you can still find positives in the darkness, and, you know, which is, it's a very metaphorical message, but that's how it is. If you want to like, imagine it more, there's a band I listen to, because I'm obviously a musician, there's a band I listen to called Breaking Benjamin, and Breaking Benjamin does a lot of songs that take that idea. You can still find positive in the darkness. Like, listen to their song, I Will Not Bow, you know? Obviously, I can't play it now because copyright, but go shout out to Breaking Benjamin. They're sick. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Sarah puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. That's another problem too. With depression, it comes a point where you don't even know how you feel anymore. And this leads to consequences again, because you can't really tell people how you feel. Like, they have to, like, interpret how you feel, like, guess. And majority-wise, your guess is always wrong. Because they know what's going on, but they can't, like, express it. They can't show it. And because they can't show it, this leads to more problems. Like I said, it's a scary experience. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't understand any of her feelings. She doesn't know how to feel. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. She legit doesn't know how to feel. It's very sad. The festival's tomorrow. It's gonna be fun, right? If I could spend a whole day with her, I would. I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. They really wouldn't forgive you. Sorry, I don't know if I'll be good for you today. You understand, right? But I'm trying my hardest. That's the thing too, because, let's say, because you got somebody with depression, and there's somebody without depression. The person without depression is still trying to, like, crack the code of the depression they've got. And that's why, if a depressive person talks to a depressive person, they 100% get each other, they come hand in hand. Whilst if you got a depressive person and a non-depressive person, and they try and compliment, they lead to backlash and all this other stuff. And that's why I've always said, it's like, talk to the people that have depression, because they'll get you, they'll know you. They'll know your personal experiences and they'll relate to them. And that's why most of my friends have some form of depression. I'm not gonna say how, but you know, they do. And that's who I talk to half the time. Again, I share relation. That's why when Sayori's like talking, I'm getting it personally, like I feel the experience, but my main character doesn't, because he doesn't really get depression. Nice touch. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, I look forward to it. I said goodbye to Sayori next to the house. I still find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. I would definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, so we're gonna move on now because that was very depressive. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? There's Yuri! She's wearing her own clothes. Look at Yuri. As you know, the DDLC wife of Yuri. Thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry I wasn't home yet. We waited a long time. No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous and nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Tuff. I suppose it's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it, yeah. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you've bought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I forgot everything, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. We've got a fucking computer, lads. This is a decked out room. Like, I've got a TV over there, a fucking computer over there. I wish that was my room. And his room's a lot bigger too. The first thing she does is glance at my curiosity, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. It'd be really embarrassed if my room was a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was the process of opening a desk drawer. Oh, is that the manga? I'm sorry. Why did I think of some reason? I have space now. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna assume that's the manga. She puts both her hands firmly on her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. She's like, watch hands. She's watching her hands to be safe. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decoration and atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting. Oh, right, got you. That's sick. I didn't even think of that far, fuck. Of course. Let's help out guests in a faraway place, although many will stop out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide the experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great! You need to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? Makes me feel relieved. Like I said, Yuri's very introverted. Kinda happy. No need to be so anxious. You can relax a little, because obviously it's only me and her. It's not like out of nowhere, Monica's gonna come out of nowhere like, okay everyone, what are you doing in my house? Imagine that Monica's in my fucking house, like, okay everyone, like, Monica, what the fuck are you doing? Get back to class. I bought some things for relaxation, can I guess? A book. I was going to do the poetry bag. I'm guessing it's going to be a book. Like what? Let's see. A bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. A wood cylinder-shaped object? I did some shopping on the way here. I had to cover the windows with black paper and use the candles to light the room. Hell yeah. That'd be neat. Yeah, what is this wooden thing? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Aromatherapy. Aromatherapy? What the fuck's aroma? The fuck's aromatherapy? Oh, it's therapy to do with like scent. Because aroma means like smell. Let's have a look. Let's get an actual like good answer. Let's get an actual good meaning of it. The use of aromatic plants, extracts, and essential oils for healing. So it's like using plants for healing? Not there at all, okay. So my favourite contributors to the positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can change the mood of the air. I love how this is what I love about Yuri. She's so like, what's the word? She's really fantasy-like. I really love that. Do you feel it? Okay then. Romance reflection. It's almost like magic. You take a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole at the top. That smells wonderful. What kind of mood that sound for? This is a jasmine essential oil. Sweet and flowery. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event. Like, jasmine? Is that like an actual flavor, or did she just name it jasmine? Jasmine Aromatherapy. Jasmine dramatic scent is a long been believed to have yes. We know like jasmine. So jasmine is a fucking thing then. Yeah, jasmine oil is a remedy for stress, anxiety, depression, fatigue. Yeah, that makes sense. Jasmine enhances your emotions. Yep. Your heart pounds heavily. Don't you think we're perfect for sharing our poems? That's not suitable. Please don't know about this. I trust your opinion with anything. Why are there several spools of thin ribbon? What are these for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Origami paper? Ooh. We'll be using the paper for folding origami. Aww. What I like to write is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about like 100. Fucking Christ. What are these useful? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon and hang them to the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper to the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Oh! That's sweet! It's like a 5x10, just go like that. That's actually pretty sick. That's cool. That's actually really creative, I'm not gonna lie, Yuri. Fucking Christ, you're a natural. You're a natural. Here goes the red cheeks. Aw. It's just me, or she's more relaxed when she's just the two of us. Well, yeah, go figure. She's not worried of like Monica. Like I said, she's not worried of Monica suddenly jumping in and going, "Hi, break the immersion." You know, for sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once you finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Setting all the folds together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, do my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yeah, we've been there. My handwriting is shit anyways. You're untravels, yeah. She untravels, you're like, fuck's untraveling? Anyways. A long strand of red ribbon to a desired length. Then she reaches into a bag and pulls a pocket knife. I would think scissors would be better, but okay. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves. Why are we talking so much about the knife? It's gently tinted blue. That's nice. That's an ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed looks away. What is it? Don't you think it's weird? Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. Oh yeah, she is. She's into knives. I forgot about that. Yuri's actually into knives. She's like, looks at knives and all that. Again, if you know the game, foreshadowing. I can't help it. I mean, to be fair, right? I know people that are obsessed with swords. I'm obsessed with swords. Swords are fucking awesome. I love swords. Like, I'm literally the same person. Instead with a knife, I have swords. Like, that's why I love the fucking Knights of the Round Table and shit. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's an interesting thing to be into, but I think it kind of suits you. It does, yeah. It's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It's epic, yeah. I was gonna say, like I said, I'm the exact same thing with swords. I love fucking swords. If I owned a sword, I would, but obviously no. These are problems. Do I have to hold it? Sure. With the handle facing me. I was gonna say, you can't really hold it, but you can't hold it by the handle, because then we're grabbing the fucking blade. I take it out to my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where did you get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I felt the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh, yeah, like, you touch it, you go like that. That's a sharp knife. I didn't expect it to be that sharp, yeah, just go, you give it a little tap, not like a fucking I barely touched it at all. I should have warned you, this knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper, fucking Christ. That's like a, what you call it? Like a razor blade. A razor blade with a razor. Oh! Ow! I know that feeling. It If you're squeamish, I gotta wash it off now. Here is a finger in her mouth and licks the wound. What the fuck? Oh, fucking fuck. What the fuck? What? I'm back. Did she just fucking? What the fuck? Okay, I'm not gonna judge Yuri. How can I do something like that? It was a little weird, super surprised, but I guess she was trying to help, right? I think you're reacting a little. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. What a way! If you can't beat them, fucking join them. I love it. The jump. Whoop. Did you just do that? Now we're even. You're so weird, for fuck's sake. I love that we both just like, we just exchange fucking fingers. It's like a, what the okay then. Oh, Yuri. I have no response for that. Where'd you keep your bandages? I don't think anyone actually. It's only a little tiny cut. It's already stopped bleeding. That's relieving. The tension's quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Oh, that was fucking amazing. I'm sorry, that moment was just gold. I watched Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continued to make progress on the paper. After we finished attacking the paper. Attack the paper! Ribbons, we lay them all out by the side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thing I came up with this. It's just like a sort of line, really. You ready to move to the next task? Let's do it. What do you have in mind? I create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. What Yuri's asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about like 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be a little too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and attach a paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yeah? Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. I know what that means too. If you're curious, I know what that means. Like I said, if you've played the game before and you go back, you know why she did that. Again, foreshadowing. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Too hot or anything? Not at all. Let's mix the paint. Yuri Hood dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, okay? I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint it grades across the banner. Starting with the colours for sunrise, then daytime and sunset and nighttime. I thought it said nightmare. I'm like, nightmare, I like what you're thinking. Once it dries, I write inspirational quote against the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you gonna write? Well, more fun to surprise you. Ooh. I like surprises. At the right of the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get away with each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner and serves as a colour guide with the paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. Same, it's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of funny, you know? To be fair, I'd rather be living like a kid. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri was painting for a moment thinking to herself. For me, I need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I always don't even want to. I just like how I can spend time with one person. Excuse me. Even when it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we talk much. Yeah, like when we read the portrait of Markov. So having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make them happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you understand. Yuri leans over the balance to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Aww. There's always like this awkward moments like you do that and go, yeah, I know that feeling. Sorry. Yuri rolls back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. You hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. There's a droplet of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Yeah, I actually got paint on you. Totally my fault. I got a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I remember and kneel back down in front of her. Aww! Look at that! That's beautiful. That is beautiful. DDLC waifu. Anyways, I pat on Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Oh my god, look at that. What a face. Something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. I tried to trap my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Oh? Huh? Just for a little. Oh. It feels really nice. She looks to my eyes. Has an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as she lost in a daze enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half forward, slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is Yuri with jasmine oil giving me a dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist sent a tingling sensation through. Oh my god. Oh, mother. And suddenly her face seems much closer to mine. So like I said, this is like the intimate moment basically. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. Didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up a brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. Cause, you know, she'd be looking at me though. Forced to ignore. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. You gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. Needs to dry first. That's true. Will it take a while? Well, perhaps you best to leave it here and then you can bring it in this morning. I could do layering in the classroom before we start events. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, let's do here. Phew. You say like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad you managed to get everything done. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Do you have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have some extra time after finishing the work, same. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too responsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. The important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. I should disappoint you or anything. Given all the things, Yuri seems to look a bit downcast. I understand why. It's actually rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with her friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that's the last time it can happen. Once you packs up, I walk out of the front door. Thank me today. No problem. Glad to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kinda say that without thinking. About today. Is it fine to have as much time as you wanted? Because we could do this again whenever you want. You're very thoughtful. The previous squeezed my hand. Oh, hello! Yuri is right close to the camera. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond like that? I don't get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? So first was Monica breaking the immersion, now it's Sayori. Fuck's sake. Sayori? Just now we weren't. It's okay. I stopped by to say hi. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry about Mori on my way to leave. Oh really? That's too bad. Festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. I'll see you tomorrow. And Yuri is embarrassed and runs off. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come in and save myself. See what? What are you talking about? Having Yuri, you know how close you got to her? It makes me really happy. What matters to me? Tears start to fall down her face. That's all that matters to me. What am I feeling this way, Blu Morpho? To be happy for you? I split in half. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. If I could disappear. Siri, don't say that. It's true, Blu Morpho. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? What I said before is true. Monica, let us continue. Caring about you, like, isn't the burden of your mind is taking it on me. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I want to trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sarah looks away. I reassure her. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I didn't think I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die? Jesus Christ. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I squeeze your hand in my own. Do you remember how I said that I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. If you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, you will always be my dearest friend, or I love you. Well, I don't love her because I love Yuri, so I'm going to say you will always be my dearest friend. You will always be my dearest friend. What you need most things to be like they've always been. Margaret told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy at the end. I promise I'll get things back the way they were. I see. Sari forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Get stabbed in the chest. I sure have home about this. It's okay. I just remember, for being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. So I can get the answer I need to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really know me better than anyone. I trust you anything. Anything at all. So, Sarah's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loud as she can. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Sarah looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori? I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on a path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she has. Even though I'm gonna come for her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever to put a smile on her face every day. Okay, now this is the part where I'm going to warn you. Remember how on my videos I said this game is not for those that are easily disturbed? This is where it kicks in. So, brace your asses. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be one of the other walking school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Oh boy. I could go into her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banjo and I had painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay, maybe it's not it yet. I may have missed, what's the word? I may have missed guide you there, sorry about that. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri will be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets of each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she repaired that have all the poems we were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's what I'll be performing. I suppose you bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overstepped again, that dummy. You think that on days it's important to try a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly felt awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said the way I'm used to thinking. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with her after all? Not sure. I tried to fix injury yesterday. You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? You know about that? Of course I do. I'm a club president after all. I stammered, embarrassed. Did Siri really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monk is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill on my spine after hearing that. Do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grab one of the pamphlets that led out to the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Stuff like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem, this silence is really getting to my head. Each member's poem is really printing his own page, giving it a almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems for the ones they performed during the practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Literally, it just says, if you can't read it, this says percent, and then it just says, get out of my head, get out of my head. It keeps repeating, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. I'll do what's best for you, I listen to you every day, she tell me, this poem is never actually finished, it just stopped moving, get out of my head. It keeps says, get out of my head. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit on my stomach. What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori. Alright. Try to stay too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. My uncle's out after me. I quicken my pace. Okay. This is where the warning comes in. Because out of the 3 warnings I've done, this game, as I always said, this game is not for those that are easily disturbed. And, here's the reason why. What's he thinking? I'm gonna assume you expect what's gonna come. I'm assuming you can expect it from me saying that. I should try a little hard about Sayori. But it's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock the door. I don't expect to answer, she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Oh no. Sayori? She's really a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. I was to Sayori's room, I knock her door. Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't have to enter a room like this. Is it kind of a breach of privacy? Be warned. But she really has no choice. Yeah, you've been warned. Sayori has hung herself. You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? So, as you can see, look, an exception has occurred. Follow game script, set track details. So as you can see, Sayori has hung herself. She's succumbed to a depression and killed herself. Very dark. I know. But there's something I want to show you first before we continue with the game. I want to go into the Doki Doki game files, because in the game files, I'll show a picture when I get to it. Manage, browser local files. So it wants to load up. So there's now something in my folder called Happy Thoughts. And it's basically an image of, like, fucking Sayori's face. Also, this song is very dark. It's called Sayo-nara. Go figure. But I'll show you what the picture does like in the editing. I can't really get it right now. And it's also in characters. I need to press Ctrl-Shift-S. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna snip this. But in the game files, there's 4 characters: Monika CHR, Natsuki CHR, Yuri CHR, and there was Sayori CHR, but now that's been permanently deleted. There's no more Sayori CHR. That's kind of worrying, isn't it? I think that's everything. But you can find somewhere in the files, it says like something along the lines of, "Oh no, I didn't break something, did I? I probably fixed this." And then it goes like, "Oh, maybe I should delete Sayori. It'll make things easier." So Sayori's gone. She's been permanently deleted. What the hell? What the hell? This is a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was up normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. So Sayori is officially dead. She's gone. Just yesterday, I thought Sayori would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down a confession? That's what pushed her over the edge. The guy scream still echoes in my ears. Why did it do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? So now the character's like, I've done something bad. I was the reason why I've killed Sayori. My storming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done for this. Bear in mind, that's disturbing warning. That's the start of it. There's gonna be more. So keep that in mind for the next future Doki Doki videos. If I just spend more time with her, walking to school, and get what I know whilst our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. If I could just bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, it is, but still. I have only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. I have to carry this guilt with me until I die. I think my life is worth her than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed for me. And now I can't take it back. Never. And then I should say, it says end, but that is not the end. As you can see, there's this fucking monstrosity. So, normally, that's the very first end you can get. So, that'll be the end of the game. That's the whole proper game finished. But now, the game is in the phase called the corruption phase. Like it's called the corrupted phase. Basically, the game now is trying to function without Sayori being in the plot. So you can see like from the character being glitched for there, and the start being glitched. So the game's been officially corrupted, and this is where the disturbing shit comes in. So I'm gonna end it off here because I wanted to save that for when I got friends with me. So if you guys have enjoyed this very, very depressive episode, I'll say, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always, as it always helps me. I'll be linking all my friends in the description. Also, check my Discord server. My Discord server is also in the description. It's a good server. I've been chilling up there with my mates all the time. So yeah, just bear in mind that if you don't like anything to do with disturbance, don't watch these next Doki Doki videos. They're gonna freak you out. But anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you in part 5. Peace.